We've got a great first story. Over the weekend, over 60,000 students filled the University of Oklahoma's football stadium, and not for a football game. They came together for a time of worship and evangelism.
Fill the Stadium is being called one of the largest campus outreach events ever held. Ephraim Graham shows us how it all began with the graduating seniors' prayer. God, what's next?
A sound is rising here in OKC, the Cinderella City. And it's coming from Sooner Nation. But this isn't a game, it's worship.
It's really cool that God continues to work through broken people.
That broken University of Oklahoma senior is Joshua Robinson, who got this idea for a massive Saturday service last summer, here at this coffee shop.
I'm sitting there and I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with my life. And I'm asking God, what's next? What's next? Feeling the stress and the weight of not knowing what's next after college. And as I'm doing that, I'm trying to just brainstorm and pray, and I'm trying to find scripture to give me some sort of clarity, like tell me what's next. And to my great surprise, he's like, fill the stadium. All right, God, if you promise to show up and make it happen, then I guess that takes the pressure off.
After telling God yes, he asked his best friend and fellow senior Nathan Wong for help.
Normally, I would have been like, you're crazy. And I will say there's still a little bit of that. But coming off of a summer where I was poured into and encouraged to dream big, to set my goals so far above what I can obtain that they have to be out of the Lord, was really easy to say yes.
Consider this incredible timeline. Josh and Nathan and fellow students began meeting to plan this event back in September. They met every Wednesday to pray and plan. They wouldn't get university approval until 5 months later. The exact date, February 8th, which also marked the start of the Asbury Revival. 1 week after tickets were made available, here we sit today, and this stadium is indeed filled with more than 60,000 people.
Spoke the earth into existence.
Recording artist Carrie Joe.
Yes, sir.
And Chandler Moore are also here to help fill the stadium with worship.
It's so dope, it's so encouraging to see FTS fill the stadium. This student-led movement provide a free space, a moment of generosity for people who don't know the Lord, who are gonna be able to come out tonight, hear some of their favorite songs, but still feel the power and presence of Jesus. I think that's incredible.
Even hip-hop star Chance the Rapper moves the crowd.
This is important because our generation is broken and hurting. We know the problems that they're facing, and we understand that it's hard when you see all these issues and mental health, anxiety, depression, that's running rampant right now. And when we feel like we have the solution, when we know the answer is Jesus, man, are we doing our job if we're not telling people that?
Promise keeper, light in the darkness.
There are countless stories of answered prayer.
We're hungry, and we're looking for anything that can feed us. And the one thing I found is the only one who is able to satisfy me was Jesus, was God. So while we are out here, while my generation is out here, we are looking to find something that can satisfy us.
I feel like the younger generation is lost. Like they don't know about God, or they think that it's lame, or they have this misconstrued idea of who he is. So something like this is important because it shows that we're here. Like there is a generation that loves God too.
Evangelist Nick Hall sat where this generation is sitting 20 years ago at a Billy Graham crusade in Oklahoma City.
This is not the end, this is the beginning. Many people who are going to turn to Jesus are going to get connected to small groups, campus ministries, and churches. We believe they're going to become disciples that multiply. For the people coming that love Jesus and those that are watching on the live stream, I believe that this event is going to ignite faith across the nation and around the world. We are launching something called reachmycampus.com to come alongside people from any walk of life that wants to book a space, dream big.
Ephraim Graham, CBN News, Oklahoma City.